Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's Big Brother 24 chat.
Oh, hi. All right.
Glad you're having fun with it.
I am. It's episode 16, we think, for this. You know, that whole thing with the double episode really threw everything
mess.
off. Mm-hmm. It was. Plus, I'm a mess, so.
No.
Last time, sad Daniel, sad boy, was evicted. He was clipped.
Sad boy or mad boy?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But this time, the HOH, the wall.
Ah! I mean, it's one of the biggest competitions all season. Mm-hmm. Everybody looks forward to it.
It's right up there with Slip and Slide. And,
I feel like they haven't really been doing Slip and Slide lately.
You think there's been lawsuits?
I don't know about lawsuits, but I don't know. Maybe they've just moved on from that.
You know, I think it's funny whenever anybody gets hurt, like, you never really hear about it unless their appendage is, like, falling off. Like, because
they don't show a lot of that on the show. I think if they can hide it, they do.
Yeah, because, like, didn't somebody actually have stitches already?
Yeah, Brittany had stitches in her knee.
They never mentioned that on the broadcast show.
No, they didn't.
All right, so it's the wall. Julie said goodnight, and Jasmine said, done.
Yeah, I guess she was like, I guess we're clocking out. I don't.
Julie said goodnight,
I mean,
so, like, I'm out.
Pieced before the episode ended.
She turned and fell.
Yeah, and I believe part of that was she didn't want to get the goop all over her. The goop that they knew was coming.
I mean, her hair was looking pretty fabulous that night. I mean, I know it must take a lot to get it to look like that, so I don't blame her. But,
I mean, she knew this was not going to be her competition.
Yeah.
But I think it was kind of a little bit of a slap in the face to people. But also, like, there's a lot of butts
Jasmine.
Here.
It's her birthday week.
No! No more!
Birthday.
Oh, that's going to become a huge thing this week.
Oh, boy.
But also, I mean, people know that her ankle is still injured, so she's not totally back with that yet.
Whatever. So,
I don't think anyone was thinking she was going to win this one.
Anyway, they really stepped up their wall competition this season.
Ooh, there's all sorts of nasty stuff being thrown at these house guests.
We started with some memory. Well, actually, they didn't show it on the broadcast show tonight, but they had the chemtrail
chemtrails, yeah.
The chem fails is more like it.
Oh!
Because it really only hit
really
like
work.
2 people.
Mm-hmm.
So then we got the memory goo.
The goopery of it all.
Oh, the goopery.
Yeah. Vogue the house.
Yes. Terry didn't want Taylor talking to him during the competition.
She was trying to encourage him.
Will you please not talk to me?
Okay, that's so awkward.
Please don't talk to me.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Remember Terry Big Talks before the competition?
He's like, it's going to come down to me and Turner, and I'm going to win this thing.
They're going to be surprised how long I'm up there.
All those muscle guys are going to fall.
They're going to be crying. Their muscles are going to be screaming.
Oh, Terrence.
All right, well, Alyssa and Kyle were having
they had a lot of flashbacks during this competition.
Which was fun.
Yeah, so they were talking about how Daniel was campaigning to Alyssa before the eviction, and he was just throwing Kyle right under that bus.
Sleeping with the enemy. He wanted to get rid of you.
I mean, a lot of the stuff that Daniel was saying was true. Kyle was really wishy-washy about whether or not that veto was going to be used last week.
They didn't close the deal, Kylissa.
Sorry, 2 weeks ago. They did now in real time. But anyway.
Spoilers.
Watch tomorrow's spoiler if you want to hear more about that. But
about
anyway.
The sex.
Daniel was saying basically Kyle's not good for your game. So Alyssa took that back to Kyle and was like, Daniel said all these things. And Kyle was like, they're not true.
Look away, look away, look away. Everything he said wasn't true. Okay.
Yeah. Right. I also love how Kyle was like, why is Daniel throwing me under the bus like that? It doesn't make sense.
You're both on the block.
Yeah, maybe because you were on the block next to him.
Someone's campaigning.
Do you expect him not to campaign? I don't know. But anyway, back to the competition.
They had some fake newspapers that they threw at them. At first, I thought these were like a bunch of styrofoam, you know.
Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly what it was.
I don't think they were. I think there were some hefty-ass newspapers.
Actual newspapers?
Yeah. Or at least like
made
a lot
to be
of heavy
papers.
Yeah.
So those were raining down.
Yeah. Brittany was the first after Jasmine to fall off. I don't even count Jasmine because she just like pieced out.
I know.
So Brittany really was the first one to fall off at 15 minutes because she claimed her butt was too big.
I mean, we've heard that before.
Yeah.
This is not a good competition for anybody who has a butt.
Said the guy from last season.
Todrick?
No.
Don't speak his name.
Not celebrity.
Oh, okay.
Frasier.
Big D?
Yeah.
No.
My butt's too big.
All right. Well, anyway, we got another flashback.
Yeah.
To the formation of a new alliance. A new fake alliance.
What are we going to call it? The Butterbeans?
Yeah,
no,
well,
we're not.
Let's talk about it. This alliance is made up of Jasmine.
And it's made up.
It's made up. It's real for some people. Jasmine, Alyssa, and Indy, they're all pretty invested in it. Mm-hmm. But Kyle and Joseph, they are doing some undercover work for the leftovers.
Yeah.
They are not serious.
Instructed to, infiltrate and, join up and,
Yeah, the leftovers were telling them, if those 3 girls try to make an alliance with you, you take that alliance, you bring the information back to us. So that's exactly what they're doing here. Yeah. But they're not serious about this 5 Swatters alliance like the girls are.
But don't, really be in the alliance.
Right.
Oh, God. All right, so Jasmine came up...
with the name,
There's 5 of us.
What about something with, fly swatters?
But since there's 5 of us, 5 swatters.
Yeah. I also love how she didn't include Terrence in this when she knows that Terrence is, also on the outs.
Yeah.
Why would you not go for that number? No.
He wasn't in the room.
No, she purposefully left Terrence out.
Him?
Because they were like, oh, well, we're going to have to, carry him, so let's not. They were thinking we could use him as a number every once in a while when we need him, but he's not actually in this.
Ooh.
Which is crazy, because then she invited 2 people into the alliance who are part of the majority alliance. All right, but anyway, Terrence was the next to fall.
At 16 minutes. Big talks from Terry.
Big talks for sure.
Big talks from the mat.
Yeah.
Looking up.
Yeah. That looked like a painful fall.
It looked like he went through the mat.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened there.
And then it looked like he hit his head.
Yeah.
But his hat never came off.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
All right, so then there was some blue slime from the Loch Ness Monster.
I guess Nessie was splashing some water around. Splish, splish, splash.
Splish, splash on
Nessie's
a Saturday
having a
night.
bath. Yeah.
And then Monty was out along with Alyssa, both at 27 minutes and change. But Monty was out first, and then Alyssa, a few seconds later.
Same wall tilt got both of them.
Yeah. All right, this was the most disgusting thing yet. The Bigfoot hair. There were wheelbarrows full of hair dumped on them.
I feel like they started doing this one in the last few seasons.
Really? I don't remember seeing this before.
It's happened before. They've done hair. I think in the celebrity one, didn't they, spray down some wigs or something?
I don't know, but why don't they just freaking tar and feather them?
I mean, that's basically what they're doing.
Yeah.
They get all the sticky stuff on them first, and then they
guess that's what was in the shower. Everybody was trying to tell me when I did the spoiler yesterday.
Yeah,
by the way, my
hair.
Festy Bestie's back.
Oh, thanks for filling in for me.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm so lost now.
I know, right?
The live feeds have been a disaster this weekend. It's all over the place.
And I just have to take a second and say thanks for everybody's wonderful, kind comments and everything.
Well, it seems like you did a great job.
Weekend. Oh, thank you. Please.
But this Bigfoot hair, honestly, I think I would have tried to use it to clean off my
I definitely would have.
I
definitely would have. But I think if we have learned anything, it was not to move.
Yeah, the less you move, the better, because you want to keep
something dry.
The handholds as dry as you
can. And your footholds, too.
Yeah. So if you just, don't move, the goop can't get in there. I know it's easier said than done, but it seems like that's what I've heard people say.
Especially when your muscles are screaming,
I know.
Please, may we move?
Honestly, though, sometimes I think it's harder if you readjust, and then you're like, oh, no.
All right, well, the Bigfoot hair, nobody fell with that, which is very surprising. Mm-hmm. The alien probing gel.
Yikes.
That looks super thick and super painful.
Yeah, it seemed a lot thicker than the other sprays that they got, and apparently it really hurt when they got sprayed with this gel.
Was that the one that really hurt Joseph's testicles?
Yes.
Testicles and chesticles?
He made that known.
All right, so then Indy was out after 39 minutes.
Yeah, I just want to note, too, at that point, it was Indy versus 4 leftovers.
Right. So once Indy was out, it was all leftovers. It was home free from there.
Yeah, Turner was like, all right, peace.
Yeah, he bailed out at 42 minutes.
He felt pretty good once he saw all the remaining people were in his alliance. And he's already been in HOH, so he's like, I'm out of here.
Joseph was out at 44 minutes. Did he quit?
It kind of seemed like he could have had more in the tank, but again, he was like, I'm out of here. Especially since he is one of the double agents. Mm-hmm. He is trying to work that other side.
I think he kind of pieced out because I think he was probably trying to preserve his undercover status.
He doesn't want to have to show his cards. And that's something that has become very frustrating for some of the leftovers, especially Michael and Brittany. They're not happy about it.
Right.
But we'll get there.
All right, so then it was down to Kyle and Taylor. And Kyle fell at 46 minutes.
He was not throwing it. He was trying to go for this HOH.
He was trying to get the HOH bed so that he could bed down his lady from the moment I saw you.
Apparently, they just need a floaty in the have-not room, and that's...
Is that right?
Yeah. But, okay, again, saving it for tomorrow. But, yeah, so Taylor was the big winner.
Right.
I was so excited for her. And she was so excited after everything she's gone through to secure this HOH. She's crying. She's so happy. Kyle is going over and hugging her. And then you have bitter, jealous-ass Alyssa.
Bitter Betty Alyssa.
Watching this and being like, okay, that's enough.
That's enough. Back off, my man.
And she's looking around at everyone, waiting for people to laugh at her joke. And everyone's just like... Yikes.
No.
Don't forget that comment because it may come up again later this week.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so Taylor and Brittany are celebrating in the storage room, and then Jasmine walked in, and they were like, okay, bye.
Oh, Jasmine. She was looking for food that other people could prepare for her.
Actually, when she went to talk to Taylor in the HOH room, too, she was complaining about the lack of food in the storage room.
Yeah, because I think it was taking a while for it to get restocked.
It's my birthday week. Did I happen to mention that? All right, so...
Did you get your birthday loan?
No, I didn't. Michael and Brittany had a little discussion about how disappointed they were in Joseph and Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, they feel like they've really been sticking their necks out for the leftovers.
They feel like they've been carrying the leftovers, but you know what? You freaking told Joseph and Kyle to infiltrate.
Right.
You can't allow them to be exposed.
I mean, I get their frustrations. They're feeling like, okay, we have to win all these competitions. We have to stick our necks out there and show our cards. Whereas Kyle and Joseph get to just ride the middle.
But she told them to do that.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they have been bringing back a lot of valuable information. Mm-hmm. So it's not like they're doing nothing here.
Yeah.
But I can see how it's frustrating because then potentially they could get jury votes from the other side. And maybe Michael and Brittany.
She told them to do.
Yeah.
You told them.
Michael, Brittany, and Monty might not get those votes.
Well, you know who's worried? Jasmine.
Oh my God. Her face when Taylor won HOH, Jasmine was trying to squeak out a smile. She looked honestly like a robot, and they're trying to get like the muscles right. Because she was like...
Yeah. But, you know what? She doesn't have to worry about a damn thing because Taylor is not targeting another black woman. Which is kind of frustrating.
It is. Okay, I respect it. I know that is something that Taylor came into this house saying she was not going to do that.
But Jasmine is not.
Jasmine is right.
She wouldn't do the same for you,
No!
Taylor.
I mean, Jasmine has already put Taylor up on the block. It's just so sad to see that. Especially knowing all the crap
one-sided. Yeah.
that Jasmine has talked about Taylor, too. It's bad, but... I mean, I respect it again, but it's frustrating.
Exactly. So, we have a leftovers meeting minus Taylor.
It's kind of important to be there since she's the HOH.
Well, everybody's talking about what they want her to do.
Right. They're like, what are we going to do? What's going down this week? And...
They want Jasmine as a target.
Jasmine's really getting on a lot of people's nerves.
But it's not going to happen because Taylor said no.
Yeah.
Okay, how about Indy? Well, maybe.
They feel like she could potentially win some competitions down the line. She's pretty fit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's kind of a social liar. I don't know. I just feel like Indy hasn't really been, like, Like,
Indy hasn't done much.
She's a wild card, though, like, if she were to win.
Except, like, run around the house shouting things.
Yeah.
All right, so Terry and Taylor have a meeting, and...
Terrence is in some hot water right now.
He is.
Taylor is not happy with him.
No.
But can you believe that Terrence had the nerve to be, not to Taylor's face, but like to Turner, he's talking, and he was like, yeah, hopefully she's going to look out for me because I've like had her back this whole time. Like,
no.
What?
Well, she tells Terry that maybe we should get rid of Monty.
Well, she was asking Terrence, like, what do you think?
Showmans.
And Terrence was really pushing that. He was like, oh, you got a lot of targets, like Monty. You could split up the showmans.
So you think that's what put the Monty bug in her ear, that Terry suggested it? She
was hearing that from a bunch of people, and even the week before, her plan was to make people think that she was targeting Monty.
Right.
Because she was like, now that Daniel, my sworn enemy, is gone, she wanted to revert back to her targeting Monty thing, which she had going on before she was targeting Daniel.
Well, I guess her target is Terry.
That's what she was saying at the beginning of the week. Things have gotten messy, but...
Well, Taylor and Joseph, the broadcast show is really trying to make you believe that they are in a bona fide...
Showmance.
Not even a showmance, like a prequel showmance. You know, they're laying all the seeds for this showmance that's never going to happen because they decided that it's a fake showmance.
Yeah, they're saying it's a fomance, and they're using it as a way to hang out and have game talks without the other side of the house being like, are they talking game? No, they're in a showmance. They must be talking about their personal lives or whatever, which is bizarre to me because, like, I'm sorry, if somebody is in a showmance, I'm going to want to target them.
For me, yeah.
I'm going to want to split them up because what showmance does not talk game?
I don't know, but it's time to talk game. So Taylor said, I promised safety to Joseph and Kyle on the wall.
Right. It's time to get down to business.
So they're out.
Obviously, she wasn't going to, like, target any of the leftovers anyway. But she's saying as far as, like, what she's selling to everybody, she promised safety to Joseph and Kyle.
She's got this ongoing scenario that Monty is going to be a fake backdoor target.
Right. So she's not going to put him up as one of the initial nominees.
Monty's enemy number one.
Yeah. She's not putting up Jasmine. She promised Alyssa and Indy that she wouldn't put them up because they were formerly festy besties. So she's got
a very short list.
Yeah, she's running out of options here.
So her first plan was to put up Turner and Terry, which really sucks because Turner was the one who
God. Turner turned this game around.
Yeah, he turned the whole house around so that they wouldn't target you anymore.
Yeah. So
he welcomed you into his alliance.
I would not be putting Turner in that situation. And Turner's like, okay, I don't have a problem with, like, going up, but, like, is that the best idea? I mean, what happens if Terrence wins the power veto? Then what are you going to do?
You're going to put Monty up? After you told the whole house that Monty was your target?
Yeah, I mean, you promised safety to all these other people. Like, what would you do? So Taylor was like, oh, crap. Okay.
That's stupid.
So then she changes up her plan. Okay, so what if I put up Terrence and Monty? Or, sorry.
No, Turner and Monty.
Okay. Turner and Monty. Yeah. Turner and Monty.
That's a big no because
that's even worse.
If somebody else wins the veto and it doesn't get used?
Yeah, leaves it the same. And then two of your allies are stuck up on that block.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
That would be bad.
So,
really bad.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? She's trying to figure it out.
All right. Well, while she tries to figure it out, let's have a laugh about how Indy is such a piece of crap roommate.
She gets very crabby when her sleep is disturbed, and she is not liking how Joseph is having these late nights, early mornings, staying up talking to the leftovers and Taylor.
Changing his sheets when she's already put her head on the pillow with a sock around her eyes or whatever that is.
Yeah, she has already committed to sleep, and Joseph is coming in and disrupting it.
And he is trying his hardest not to disturb her.
Here's the thing to consider. These house guests do not have control over the lights.
Right.
So, like, if somebody's asleep and then somebody else comes in, those lights are going on.
Right.
Or there might even be a thing like, if not everybody's in the room, the lights stay on.
Right.
So...
He had to sleep in wet sheets because he did not want to take them off again and
do that whole thing. Yikes, that sucks.
He's a nice guy, I feel like.
I think so.
You know?
I think he is a nice guy.
But I wouldn't give a rat's ass. I'd take those sheets off and dry them.
Go back to the dryer.
That's right. All right, so Terry's in Target.
All right. So then, okay. Taylor had already decided at this point that Indy would be going up with Terrence.
She even told Indy, I'm not going to send home a girl on my HOH.
Right. But the leftovers kind of worked on her, and they were like, you know what? You gotta just put a girl up, because we are at a point in the game, we don't have the insulation anymore from the Festy Besties twist. We got to be more precise with our movements here. We can't be taking crazy chances with these nominations.
Plus, we're getting down in numbers.
Yeah.
So
Taylor's like, all right, fine, I'll put Indy up. So Indy is like kind of scrambling the day of nominations. Yeah. She goes to talk to Taylor. She's like, I'm just checking in. Like, are we good?
No, we're not.
Taylor's like, She lets Indy know she feels like, what more is she going to have to do to try and prove to the girls that she's with them? Well, definitely not what you're about to do.
She tried to sell it to Indy as like, hey, we're not really that close. It's not going to look suspicious to the house if I put you up. And besides, Monty's the target.
Yeah, I want to give you a chance to play for the power veto. Get something on your resume.
Yeah, and I want to make sure, one of the girls is on there to help protect the girls. Mm-hmm. So
it was like a whole thing. But Indy was like, I would never do this to you, but I would throw hot soup in your face. Let's not forget that she said that.
That's true.
I don't think that ever made it onto the show, right?
No.
The hot soup thing?
No.
But I mean, let's be real. Taylor has reason to put up like almost everybody at this point.
Pretty much, yeah.
With the way that things have gone down.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not that big of a fan of Taylor, especially after this HOH this week, and you'll see more of how
this HOH has been messy.
It's been terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Well, she said to get ready for Taylor's reign of terror.
Taylor's string of farts is more like it. This has been a crap from the word you won.
It hasn't been great.
All right, so she let Indy know, you're in trouble. Mm-hmm. So but not really.
She's also pushing that Monty is her backdoor target this week, just to keep the nominees at ease.
Right. But in a meeting before the nominations, Turner lets it be known that he's quite pissed that Jasmine's getting a pass because she's a horrible person in the game.
The leftovers keep telling Taylor, like, we get what you're saying. You don't want to go after another black woman. Like, they totally respect it. But again, really hard to watch when they see the way that Jasmine treats Taylor, talks about Taylor. So they're not super thrilled with the trajectory here, the target here this week.
All right, so now it's time for the noms. So as discussed previously, it's Indy and Terry. Indy because, we're so distant in this game, but yet I think it's because we're so similar.
Are you?
And Terry because I want to see you play in the veto.
I mean, it's pretty well known that Terrence threw the veto last week.
I want the house to see that you can win something. And then she said, besides, there's a bigger target in the house. Monty!
Again,
she didn't call him out. She just looked at him.
She made eye contact. She's trying to push that Monty is her backdoor target this week, but we know that that's not actually true.
And when I take a shot, I don't miss. We'll see.
Right. So, yeah, it's shaping up to be a very interesting week. We're all over the place, and we're going into a wild twist for next week.
And a wild veto comp.
Yeah.
With a lot of fun.
Okay.
All right, so it's going to be crazy, so you better buckle up. Make sure you watch the spoilers, because it's going to be insane tomorrow.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for the spoiler.
We will.
Will she survive? I don't know.
I hope so. I have to get up early to catch up on everything.
Girl, you better start tonight.
Oh. All right. Well, thank you all so much for being here. Leave your thoughts on the episode in the comments. And until next time,
much love.